Hey guys, this is Primeval, about to start another Offworld multiplayer match. We're playing Soren Johnson, the game designer, and his wife, Layla, along with Arumba and Quill18, and two really good players who I've played before, PB Head and Zoltar. In fact, they're quite a bit better than the rest of us, so I think that Layla is going to insist that they play on Executive, which is just one step up from Manager difficulty. I think they get one less claim at level 4 HQ. And we also have Invisible Dexter in here. I don't know too much about him, but I believe he's also quite competent at Offworld. So yeah, an exciting match. Let's go. Okay, looks like we're about to get started here. Aluminum right next to the base. Water, lots of aluminum. There's the iron. We're gonna go expansive right. Oh, seriously?
Medium levels of carbon found.
Ah, right by the... So we found the high iron. Here's high iron, and there's low aluminum elsewhere. We could just settle right here. And we'll drop one steel mill, and possibly, let's see, there's aluminum more distantly, that's a high. And we've got a medium aluminum right there. We'll grab that from Quill. We'll see if he is at all perturbed by this mine right adjacent to his base. Anyways, we're mining, and well, let's see, a geothermal is 2400 away, whereas our upgrade is 2700 away, so I'll probably want to drop the geothermal first. Let's see, there are plenty of geothermals on the map. No one's dropped power yet. I guess that's more of a tier 2 or a level 2 thing.
Scientific colony founded.
Alright, well, we can sell down this stuff. Try to get us over to the geothermal, but if we build this now, we won't have a goon squad to protect it. So I'd probably want to buy the goon squad first. And we'll bid this up to at least 12,000. I mean, the geothermals are really plentiful on this map, but it'll be worth at least that. And we'd also deprive people of an early geothermal claim. We could let it go for 12,000. For you, I suppose that's fine. Okay. Now I do want the goon squad in 3 seconds. We'll get ready to buy that, and then we'll need to sell some things down to buy out the actual geothermal. Alright, so our level 2 upgrade is going to be delayed because we prioritized the geothermal, the steel and the aluminum for the geothermal rather than the headquarter upgrade. But hopefully it'll be worth it. I don't see anyone else with power up yet, so that'll start paying off our debt and then hopefully giving us some liquid assets in short order. Alright, and if we do want to get over to the upgrade, we can sell some of this stuff down.
Scientific colony expanded.
Negative on iron. Okay, so this scientific Arumba, did he block off the iron that I wanted to grab? That would be appropriate, in that I grabbed this aluminum right by Quill. Let's see, I guess I never got the iron. Huh. Alright, well, we'll buy some of that back then. And go for the upgrade and drop a mine. Alright, so we're making tons of money on power. 168 a second. And we could pick up a cheap mutiny here. I'll do that. It also stops people from using that mutiny on my geothermal, or at least makes it a little more expensive for them to do so. And I probably want to get into glass. People already have gotten fairly far into glass. Let's drop a quarry over here, and it's at $41. We could double down on that, but we do have 2 tiles for adjacency, so might not be a rush. And we still need iron. Manual will buy a little of that, but don't think I want to go too far. And there's a geothermal over here. At least 2 goon squads have been purchased, so that's likely defended. Although the captain might not have his geothermal goon squad protected. If this thing stays at 2000, then we can definitely steal the captain's geothermal. Alright, but in either case, what's water look like on this map? Yeah, we're probably going to want to get to water as well. So maybe this water right here. And then 1 claim left. We'll drop a glass. And there are a bunch of scientifics. I don't know if they're shipping anything useful though. Aluminum, some glass you is bringing in from afar. And given the price of glass, we could have gone a little higher for the pirates. But well, there's glass. No, that's just aluminum. Alright, so we could have bid a little higher on the glass, but hurting you isn't a priority here. You is Soren's wife. Okay, and let's see what do we want here. Let's drop. We could be the only ones with a pleasure dome, but I think I want the glass factory. Drop that right here. Well, mutiny Soren's power. He is scientific, so we only get that for 1 minute, but it is going to be a lot more income for us, so it's worth it.
With this new expansion, we have increased our potential.
Okay, with glass being what it is, let's drop.
The shareholders will love it.
We'll go triple glass, and we probably need another silicon quarry as well. So, 1 more claim, a farm. Can drop that up here.
Expansive colony expanded.
And steel's really cheap, there's no need to build out any more steel mills. Okay, we're making good money off of power at the moment.
Scavenger colony expanded.
And let's see, okay, so this thing's been mutinied. We'll blow that up, keep the price of power high, and we can auto-purchase oxygen since the price of glass does support that. And with additional claims, we'll get into food. And we can invest a little in the captain. Ooh, and looks like the captain's geotherm fell to another mutiny, this time not mine. Sell down some of the glass while it's a good price. And we want to get into reactors. We need to check the off-world prices as well. 410, 480. So food and oxygen are decent prices off-world. And the price of glass is going up. There's a shortage there. We could sell some of our stuff down once that gets to its peak. I could bid on that. That's a high water. I could go to 8,000 on that, I'd say. Maybe 9,000. I don't know if I want to go 14,000. I don't think water's going to be rare, and I do have the option of... Wait, where is my water pump? Over here. I do have the option of dropping more water pumps, so I don't know if I want to go 14,000 right now. Dextra bought that. Let's see, who's got a good price for... Oh yeah, we wanted to sell some of this glass down. Grab our upgrade.
We have increased our potential production.
And into farms.
The shareholders will love it.
Alright, and fully into glass. Let's see, if I put this here... Ooh, the goon squads are really expensive though. Alright, I'll put that over this way. One claim left. Reactors or... well, that price of chemicals is going up. It might be an artificial shortage. We might want to go into carbon. Carbon is currently really cheap though. But if people go into chemicals in a big way, that price is going to go up. I could also go 5 glass factories. The price of glass is insane. Let's have a look if anyone else is pushed hard into glass. Doesn't look that way, although the scientific player could have a bunch of glass factories hidden off in the corner of the map. A couple here, a couple there. Alright, let's go 5 glass. And we could buy up an underground nuke. I don't know if that's necessary. Do we want to be the first to hit level 5? We won't be the first, so, well, we'll buy up a goon squad while we still can. Sell down some more of this glass and upgrade. Quill's got a pleasure dome out. The price of power has gone down. This guy needs water. We'll switch that to auto supply. Sell down all of the food and get our off-world going. We are going to be a target though. First to an off-world, most likely. Okay, do I want to get into the Pleasure Dome business as well? I think I do. And we'll buy some more stock in the Captain. He's going to be worth quite a bit.
Scientific colony expanded.
And we'll keep an eye on people's cash on hand. Buy another goon squad. Dextra is piling up quite the amount of cash here. View this plot. It's off in the middle of nowhere. We can let that go then. Okay. And we're going to want another off-world, so slowing down some glass, all of that food. And the Pleasure Dome's about to finish. Okay, so on the steel.
We caught a dirty rat trying to break our stuff.
And we'll see if we can blow up Quill's Pleasure Dome. Ah, no, it was Goon Squad defended. And our Pleasure Dome was mutinied. That's funny. Okay, so 3 claims left, and we do need to start shipping stuff off-world here. I'll primer ship. Dextra's into us here. We need to pay down some of this debt and sell all the glass, all the food, make our own stock a little more pricey here, sell off a little in the Captain, and we'll buy our last uncontrolled share, and then we'll start buying into Invisible Dextra. Our last uncontrolled share is going to be 1,500. Let's see. I crashed the price of glass out there, and I am going to need some more water pumps. I think the price of water is going to go up because everyone's going to drop reactors. Okay, well, Invisible Dextra grabbed a bunch of our stock there. We're going to have to counter buy him. So let's sell off our stocks in Soren and go for Invisible Dextra then. And what's Invisible Dextra got going? There's nothing in particular. Okay, we'll ship one of those. And we can ship glass as well. It's not, it's the price of glass is crashed out. Okay. Now let's see. We don't have our Pleasure Dome online. Can destroy Quill's Pleasure Dome this time around, and once this mutiny wears off, we'll have another source of income. Let's pay down our debt. We don't want Dextra to buy us out here. And we'll go for Dextra or BB Head. They both have Offworlds online as well.
16,000, 20, 4,000, 30, 6,000.
Ooh, that's going to be bad. I mean, it's a really good tech, especially since I have all of my Offworlds directly adjacent. Maybe it was worth 50,000, especially since the Goon Squads are at 50,000 already. Sell down that, and is food. Food is what we're shipping off world, so we'll build out another farm with our last claim. And we could try getting into electronics here. Let's sell down a little food, maybe buy some back.
Scientific colony expanded.
And there's our Offworlds frozen down. Yeah, we should have bought a bit higher on thinking machines there. And we're losing a bunch of money to the price of power. We could scrap some of the glass. What's the height like here? Height is only medium. The price of food is going down. Okay, so we'll cancel this glass shipment and go double up
Scientific colony expanded.
on food. And we'll probably sell this. What's the wind like here? Wind power. Oxygen shortage. We're not making any oxygen, that's not going to help us.
Offworld shipment launched. Look at all the money.
Let this be a
And
lesson to you all. Screw with us.
oh, one of our Offworlds is mutinied, and it's holding up that glass shipment and our food shipment. Okay, so who can I start buying down here? I definitely want Dextra since he owns so much of my stock. He's got 30,000. Each of his share chunks is 40,000, so this is going to be tough. I need to get into something other than glass here. Well, we definitely want to shut off the glass plant since the price of silicon's gone way up. And we can delete this stuff out. With the price of silicon being so high, I don't know if electronics is going to work for us here. Reactors then? Alright, so we'll delete all of that.
6,000, 7,000,
A little of aluminum.
8,000,
And we're going to get one of our Offworlds back. After being frozen out for quite a long time. Okay, so that's shipped now. Cancel that. Double ship food once we get both Offworlds back. And we could buy a mutiny and maybe freeze down or mutiny one of Dextra's. Alright, so now we're shipping both food. And we can sell 100 food there, maybe a little more. Oh, but the price of power is getting really bad. Delete, and put up a wind farm, or two. Delete that as well. Double wind. Probably all the good patents are taken. Superconductors is still available. That could help me with power. Ooh, mutiny day. Okay, what can I scrap to build out a patent lab? Ah, acquired by Invisible Dextra. Drat. What was Dextra getting all his money from? Go and check the post-game report. Dextra made a fair amount of money off of selling power. How does that compare to ourselves? By the end, we were auto-purchasing more from power, so he definitely pulled ahead with that. Made some money off of selling steel, a bunch of money off of selling fuel, and oxygen. Glass as well. I mean, we made a whole bunch of money off of food, but we invested a whole bunch of that in getting Offworlds online sooner, whereas Dextra got his Offworlds online quite a bit later. He did do an early purchase though, he bought you out.
Colony expanded.
Leadhead has 100,000, Dextra almost at 100,000, Quill only 1,000, Arumba at 7,000, and Soren at $23.
8,000. 9,000. 10,000.
Now here it says Dextra's been targeted by 19 sabotages. I wonder if that includes the sabotages that were targeted to me, or does that just disappear?
20,000.
In any case, I think Dextra, well, Thinking Machines isn't really going to help him here because both of his offworlds are not directly adjacent to his HQ. Or any of the... I guess it'll apply to the two offworlds by my base. Or my old base. Alright, so yeah, let's see Thinking Machines in action. The main target of the EMP was right here. And so these tiles, if it were not for Thinking Machines, would be frozen down for 44 seconds. Instead, they're only frozen for 11. And Quill has 2 pleasure domes out to compete with Dextra's 1 pleasure dome that he got from me. Arumba's got an off-rolled up. Let's see, what does he have coming in? He's got a nice little food and reactor farm over here. Scientific. And does he have slant drilling? Because I don't think there's water under some of these. Yes, he does. Excellent. So Arumba's got an awesome little free water territory over there. What else has Arumba picked up? He picked up carbon scrubbing and energy vaults. The debt we were incurring because we didn't have enough power generation, I was feeling really safe because I had that geothermal, but I really needed to get some more power generation online. So Arumba's just getting his second offworld online right now. Quill does not yet have any offworlds, and he doesn't appear to be constructing any either. Cash on hand. Neither Quill or Arumba are saving up for anything big. Dextra's at 64,000. He bought out the captain, while Leadhead is at 32. So looks like Dextra is definitely in control of this game. If he buys out Leadhead, he's almost guaranteed a victory. Ooh, that was a nice line of electronics frozen down, and that really hurts Leadhead because the price of electronics is really what's fueling him here. has Zoltar. So I think this is Zoltar's base, and Leadhead's base is... It's a scavenger base somewhere over... somewhere camouflaged. Huh. I probably scrolled past it already on the screen. Okay, so Arumba, my old base, Dextra's base. This was Zoltar's base, I believe. This is Quill's base. This was Yu's base. Then, and this is the captain's base. But then where is Leadhead's base? Oh, in the crater. I see. Alright, so yeah, all of that electronics is from his acquisition of Zoltar. Alright, let's have a look at the accumulated cash. 55,000, 77,000, 162,000, and 24,000. So the buyout price for Arumba is 68,000, and Dextra already owns the majority of his shares, 6 of them, in fact. So it'll cost probably less than 300,000 for the buyout, and Dextra is 2/3 of the way there. Quill, lower stock price. Dextra owns 40% of him, so that's also going to be a cheap buyout if he needs to grab Quill. Leadhead, Dextra has not invested in Leadhead, and his full buyout price is 1.3 million. So I'm assuming that Dextra is most worried about Leadhead, so he'll be the first target for, or the next target for Dextra's acquisition. And meanwhile, Leadhead is racing to buy out Dextra. Dextra, though, is worth a lot more. Alright, Dextra acquired Arumba. Maybe he wanted access to Arumba's off-world markets. If I was Dextra, though, I would probably save my money to buy out Leadhead. So here, Leadhead owns 30% of Dextra's stock. So let's see. He probably needs 160 or 1.6, 1.5 million to buy out Dextra, and he's close. Meanwhile, Dextra burnt a lot of his cash acquiring Arumba, so this might be PB-Head's game. He could buy out Dextra and then take his time with Quill, because Quill doesn't have any off-world markets up yet. And I mean, sure, he's into electronics, he's got pleasure domes, he's got chemical labs, so he can sell that all on-world. But without the off-worlds, every time he sells, even if the price is really good, the price decreases. So Quill really needs off-world markets. So whoever gets the first buyout here, Leadhead on Dextra or Dextra on... Okay, so Dextra decided to acquire Quill. Meanwhile, Leadhead is at 1 million. Okay, but he still needs 700,000 more. He owns 30%. Let's round that up to 300,000. So, or well, maybe like 250,000. So the full buyout price, he needs to get to 1.5 million. He needs 400,000 more. Meanwhile, Dextra probably needs 1 million more. So even though Leadhead only has 4 off-world markets, because Dextra bought out people who were less of a threat to him and thus expended a lot of his liquid assets, this might be Leadhead's game. I'm thinking, yep, Leadhead.
305, dark blue, code. 305, dark blue, code.
Alright, so that was an interesting game, and congratulations to Leadhead.